Tennis. Alex Eala honored by PH Ambassador to Spain. Manila. Filipina tennis star Alex Eala was honored with the Premios Tangla Trophy during a recent visit to the Philippine ambassador to Spain, Philip Lulier. The Premios Tangla Award honors Filipinos and Spaniards who have contributed significantly to strengthening the ties between the Philippines and Spain. I gave her the trophy which she was not able to attend our embassy celebrations last year called Premios Tangla, said Lulier. Aside from Eala, also recognized during last year's rites were Isabel Preisler, the late Senator Ed Angara, and 12 others, according to the ambassador. Eala, now ranked at No. 72 by the WTA, expressed her appreciation for the award. Naramdaman ko talaga yung support ninyo. Pagmamahal niyo sa akin at sana makita tayo ulit, she said in a message to her fellow Filipinos in Madrid. The 19-year-old Eala is coming off a run to the second round of the 2025 Madrid Open, where she pushed world No. 2 and defending champion Iga Swiatek to 3 sets before falling short. In the hallowed halls of the Philippine Embassy in Madrid, a hush fell over the room as a shining figure approached the stage. The air crackled with quiet pride and reverent admiration. Alex Eala, barely 18, walked with the calm poise of a seasoned champion, her name echoing through history, yet still carving out new victories. As the Philippine ambassador handed her the Premios Tangla Trophy, a smile flickered across her face. Humble, sincere, and filled with a deeper meaning than any single tennis match could contain. This was more than an award. It was a statement. Alexandra Alex Eala, born and raised in the Philippines, has been steadily dismantling expectations and rewriting the narrative of what it means to be a Filipino athlete on the world stage. Her rise through the junior tennis circuit was meteoric, capturing Grand Slam titles and standing toe-to-toe with some of the most promising talents across the globe. But beyond her skill and stamina lies a story rooted in cultural pride, global ambition, and unshakable resolve. The Premios Tangla Trophy, a prestigious honor bestowed upon individuals who exemplify excellence and shine a positive light on the Philippines abroad, found its rightful recipient in Eala. Yet, in many ways, the moment was surreal. Tennis, after all, has never been a staple sport in the archipelago, where basketball courts fill every barangay and boxing heroes are woven into the national identity. For a young Filipina to not only enter but dominate a space as exclusive and grueling as international tennis is nothing short of revolutionary. Growing up, Eala trained tirelessly, often away from home, studying her opponents as keenly as she studied her own footwork. Her parents, both athletes themselves, supported her dreams with the quiet resilience that often defines greatness. And while she trained in academies abroad, the flag she carried was always unmistakably Filipino. In Spain, a country with its own rich tennis legacy, home to legends like Rafael Nadal and Garbiñe Muguruza, Eala's triumph is particularly symbolic. Here, amid the red clay and golden courts, she didn't just represent herself. She represented generations of young Filipinos with dreams larger than the islands they come from. Her journey has not been without hardship. Injuries, defeats, and the pressures of expectation have visited her career, as they do to all elite athletes. But each time, she returned to the court, stronger and more composed. Her game evolved, not just technically, but mentally. She learned to wield pressure like a weapon, to embrace the spotlight not as a burden, but as a beacon. So when the Philippine ambassador to Spain honored her this April, it was not just an acknowledgement of her titles or her rankings. It was a recognition of her cultural diplomacy, of how sport can bridge nations and stir national pride. Eala, in her quiet, powerful way, has become an ambassador in her own right, one who does not speak through speeches or policy, but through aces, forehands, and the sheer force of will. Had she held the Premios Tangla Trophy, flashes went off, immortalizing the moment. Yet Eala's thoughts, perhaps, were not on the cameras or the accolades, but on the long road ahead, on Roland Garros, Wimbledon, the U.S. Open, and the chance to inspire more Filipino children to pick up a racket and dare to dream. Indeed, the ripples of her success are already evident. Tennis clubs across the Philippines have reported increased interest among youth, particularly among girls. Sponsorships and scholarship programs are growing. And in every province, there's a child who watches her matches on a screen and whispers, "One day, that could be me." Alex Eala's story is still unfolding. Her best matches may still lie ahead. But one thing is certain, Through her grit, grace, and global triumphs, she has become a living proof that talent knows no borders, and that the Filipino spirit, when unleashed, can thrive on any court, against any odds. In a world where representation matters more than ever, Alex Eala doesn't just play tennis. She plays for every Filipino who dares to believe the impossible can be reimagined, one serve at a time.